Hi everybody, it's Norma, and it's Sunday evening and I'm really kind of tired, but I just wanted to quickly do this haul video. Yes, I went back again to the Yankee store. It was the last day of the 6 for 60 and I just couldn't resist. I couldn't hold myself back. I admit I have a problem. So I originally went back to the store because my plans for the day kind of fell through and I was left at loose ends. And it was a beautiful day out, so I was like, oh, well, what am I going to do with myself? Oh, I'll go to the 6 for 60 sale and see what's going on. So when I went there, I actually had two candles in mind. One was, if you saw my last video, somebody had returned a banana cream pie, and I bought one of the two that were returned. So I got home and I liked it a little bit better than I thought. So I was like, well, if that other one is there, maybe I'll pick that up. And also in some of the reviews, a lot of people had mentioned hot buttered rum. And I had seen that candle during the semi-annual sale, but frankly, the description never interested me. So I never even bothered to pick it up and give a whiff, but I remember seeing it there, so I said, well, I'll check that one out. So I go into the store, and the first thing I notice is that the one jar of banana cream pie is gone. And I had to hunt a little bit to find a hot buttered rum. There was only one left in the store, and I took a whiff of it, and it just frankly did not appeal to me. I mean, I like to drink. I like to have a glass of wine, cognac, or whatever. But, I mean, this smelled like straight up whiskey, a rum. And it was very, very strong. And I just said, you know what, I think after an hour or two of this would probably just make me sick. I really wasn't attracted to it, so I put it back. So then it became a chore of, okay, now that I'm here, I'm going to buy my 6. What am I going to get? Because I pretty much have everything I was interested in. So one candle that I had been going back and forth with a lot was sugared apple. I had bought the tart and I burnt it last night. And I liked the scent a little bit, but I wasn't sure. It's just one of those scents, I don't know if I like it or not. And so I asked the clerk about sugared apple, and she goes, oh yeah, it's very, very popular. It was our scent of the month in December. A lot of people like it. She goes, it's apple, but it's a very, very weak apple. So I spent several minutes going back and forth, picking up jars and tumblers, sniffing sugared apple, and in the end I decided, I'm just not that into the scent. I like it, but I don't think I would like it long term, like in a candle. So I started browsing around, and of course the first thing I had to get was spiced pumpkin. This is a candle that I had passed up before. I don't know how that was possible, but I did. I love pumpkin, and my biggest decision on this one was whether to get it in the large jar or the 2-wick tumbler, because I was also going to just get tumblers on this visit, just because tumblers are easier to store. But I liked it enough to get it in the jar. And about storage, you can see, if you're looking to store, you can place a large jar on top of a tumbler, so it works really great. So I really wanted to get more tumblers, but I like this enough. I said, I'm going to get it in the large jar because I'm only getting one, and who knows if it's coming back. The second candle I got was Cherries on Snow. Now this is one I had passed up before simply because there were just so many of them available. It didn't pique my interest. I was like, oh, it's there, it's always going to be there. But in talking to the clerk, she was saying that all the scents that are on sale now, are retired, whether it's permanent or, just seasonal. She couldn't say because they don't have a list. They don't know which candles Yankee's going to bring back. So I've heard so many things about Cherries on Snow. And basically it's like cherries with almond. And so this was the last one in the store. So I put it in my cart and I said, well, I'll think about it. Well, while I was walking around trying to figure out what else to get, someone actually called on the phone and wanted to know if there was any cherries on snow. And I was like, I have the last one. They actually did have a few votives, but I actually had the last, tumbler, jar, whatever, of cherries on snow. So I said, oh, well, I think I'm going to keep it. So I do like this scent a lot. I mean, it's a very, very straight up cherry, sweetened with the almond. So I'm glad to have that. The next one I got was apple pumpkin. I actually already have apple pumpkin, but I like it so much. This is a scent that I would burn year round. This is one that I would give away as a gift because I'm very confident that anybody would love it. It has a great scent throw. It's just one of those great all-around candles. Apple pumpkin, I just simply love it. I also picked up Harvest finally. Yesterday when I went to the sale, I actually decided to start collecting some tarts. So I picked up a tart, actually 4 tarts in Harvest, but I actually don't own the candle. So I finally decided this was the time to get it. And then of course I got blueberry scone. They had only 2 large tumblers left in the entire store, and that was it. They didn't have any tarts, votives. I think there was a small jar, maybe. I'm not sure. But I actually was going to get both of them, and then I decided, you know what, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave 1 tumbler for somebody else in case somebody's looking for it, because I already have a couple large jars in this. And the tumblers, all of these tumblers are in the new wax, which is the mix of the paraffin and the soy. And I've been concentrating on collecting jars and tumblers that are in the old mottled wax, such as Spice Pumpkin. So I wasn't quite sure, how I would like the scent throw with the new wax. So I said, 1's good enough. I really, really want to try to get something else. So I had a difficult time trying to decide on what my 6th candle would be. I mean, because I pretty much had everything that I was interested in. So it became a question of, okay, do I try something new, or do I just get another backup of something I love? So I considered getting another lemon zest. I considered getting another greenhouse. I considered getting another garden hideaway, another apple pumpkin, another farmer's market. I mean, before you know it, there I was. I'd have to be going back again to get another 6. Like, no, this is crazy. I'm getting 1 more, and then I'm done. The sale ends today. I'm not coming back. 1 more jar and I'm done. And so what I end up picking actually kind of surprised me. I end up getting Treehouse Memories. This is in the treasure line. Don't know if it's going to come back. On reading, reviews on it and watching YouTube videos, this is a candle that always came up and a lot of people liked it. When I first smelled it, which would probably have been my very, very first day that I went to the sale, it was okay. It was just one of those scents that, didn't speak to me. It was just kind of blah there, nothing to it. So I put it back and I never looked back. But today I was really wanting something different, something I didn't have, and I kind of wanted another treasure. Because I already had, a pretty good selection of fall candles that I thought probably would come back, like Apple Pumpkin Harvest. I mean, they're such classics. Spice Pumpkin. Chances are they'll come back. So I picked up this Treehouse, and I just happened to pick up a really good jar. It is full of oil. I know it's hard to see with the light. And if I could get this lid off, which I probably can't with one hand, on the inside is really, really shiny. And the smell, at first when I smelled it, to me, I thought I just smelled like wood. And I thought, oh, it's like cedar or something like that. But then I gave it another whiff, and I go, oh, it's kind of a cologne. And the more I smelled it, I said, this is kind of interesting. And once I said that to myself, it's like, okay, this is it. I'm going to get it. It's interesting. I came back, did some research on it. People have compared it to, I think it was Ralph Lauren or Polo cologne. I can't remember which one. It definitely has that cologne-y scent, but it's kind of mellowed with like amber or cedar or something like that. It's interesting. I do like it, and I am glad I did finally pick one up. So those were my 6 jars, but I wasn't done there. As you can see in the back, I have here, I don't know what they call these jar holders, pillar holders, and the mosaic. I bought that a while back ago. And I love that pattern because I actually, about 2 or 3 years ago, replaced all the light fixtures in my condo, and several of the light fixtures do have this mosaic pattern. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, it matches my lights. So I bought that, and I've been wanting to get a candle plate to match it, but I haven't been able to find one. I know Yankee did have one. They've been sold out. I haven't seen it. So after I left Yankee, I went to Myers. Myers is a local grocery store. It's a chain in my area, to get a few groceries that I forgot. I said, I'm going to check their Yankee Candle display. They do have Yankee candles similar to the Simply Home like they have at Kohl's. And I wasn't really interested in candles, but just kind of wanted to see what they had. And lo and behold, they had the shades in the same mosaic pattern. So they were 25% off, and they had the votive holder also 25% off. So of course I had to have them because I was watching a YouTube video with Olivia Band in the UK, and she had just bought herself a beautiful glass shade. And I commented on the video how beautiful it was, and she said the shades really, really help with the burning. And so since I had so many glass jars, and sometimes they do have a tendency to tunnel, I figured, hey, why not? I probably could use a shade. And the fact that it was in the pattern, this mosaic, Mother of Pearl pattern that I just love, love, love. I mean, I was so excited. I think I'm actually more excited over the shades and the votive holder than the actual candles I bought today. But anyway, this is it. The 6 for $60 sale is over. I did go on the online website, and I swear there was maybe 3 or 4 candles left for sale. Everything was sold out. Well, actually probably 5. But so I am officially done. There will be no more buying of candles until we get to the spring semi-annual clearance sale. There are a few candles there that I was smelling today that I'm very interested in. One is I want the straight up lavender, just to have because I love lavender. There was, I think it was fruit fusion. Oh my God, I just wanted to eat the jar. Sweet strawberry, I just wanted to eat the jar. Of course, tulips, I'd like to pick up another one of those. Under the palms, black coconut, sun and sand. Yeah, that's about it. That's about my list. So now it's time to burn, melt, and save some money for the next semi-annual clearance sale. If you like my video, please comment, like, or subscribe, and have a blessed evening.